Alright, what's happening with you, baby? It's Raj over here catchingpips.net. Listen, what is leverage in Forex and how can it affect you and your trading? Alright, so look, leverage in Forex is very simple. Alright, don't try to overcomplicate it. Leverage in Forex is very simple, right? It's just like this. Let's put it down as buying a house or buying a car, or maybe even going to Best Buy or Home Depot and putting a down payment on, some appliances. That's basically what leverage is. Like in real estate, right? There's a lot of real estate investors out there, right? In real estate, your leverage will probably be maybe 1 to 4, right? So if you put up $1,000, you'll get, it might be a little more than that, right? If you put up $20,000, you can get a $150,000 house, right? So that's the same with Forex leverage, but Forex is way bigger than that. You can control more. You can control more money. You can control more assets, right? So in real estate, you can control $100,000 asset with $10,000, right? That's like 10 to 1, right? I mean, it's like 10 to 1, right? So in leverage, you'll see when you sign up for your account, right, and your broker, right? If you need a broker, man, you can find that link below. But when you want to sign up, when you do sign up and you want to pick the leverage, it says leverage 1 to 100 or 1 to 200, 1 to 500, 1 to 1,000. There's different brokers. Different brokers offer different leverage. Now, in the United States, I think the maximum is 200, right? So for every dollar you get $200, right? That's basically what it is. For every dollar you get 200. So with $1, you can control $200 in the market. I mean, that leverage. So if you want to times that with $1,000, you can leverage $200,000. So that's like going to your house, right? That's like buying a house with $1,000 down. You know what I mean? You get to control that house. I mean, you don't fully own it. It's your house. You still owe the bank, right? You got to pay that mortgage every month. But with Forex, the money is much quicker. You don't gotta you don't gotta owe that extra $200,000. You just control it out there in the market. Now, let's say just like this. Let's say you got the house, right? You bought the house for $1,000, right? You put $1,000 down on the house, and you're speculating that the house is gonna go up in value. The house is gonna go to $250,000, right? You put that $1,000 in. You got the house for $200,000. That's what you owe the bank, right? Now, when you sell a house, you found somebody who want to buy it for $250,000. Boom, you take that $50,000 profit. You pay the bank back, and now you take your money back, right? Now you take your profit. Same thing in Forex. You pick a currency pair. You think the euro's gonna go up against the dollar? Or you think the dollar's gonna go up against the euro? You buy the dollar, right? You buy it, boom, it goes up, right? You put you don't gotta put $1,000 in it, but your account, whatever. Let's say if you do put $1,000 in, right? The euro goes up. Let's say euro is like $1.20, right? And you expect the euro to go up $1.21. You know what I mean? That's a lot of pips, right? That's like 1,000 pips or something. That's a lot, right? But you expect it to go up. I'm just keeping it simple. You expect it to go up $1, right? So when it goes up that $1, now it's only $1 on a chart, but in theory, well, in reality, you got $200,000 on that trade. You know what I mean? You got $200,000 in it because you open up a position. Now, depending on the lot size, now this is where your margin comes in. Now, your margin is your down payment of your trade. So whatever trade you put in, so let's say you bust a trade, that's your down payment. Boom. Now you got $200,000. You have $200,000 in that market if you put $1,000 in, right? You got $1,000 account, you got 2,000 in the market, boom, you controlling that, right? So if every time that thing goes up, boom, that's your money. That's where the margin comes in at, right? And so you need to worry about margin, lot size, and leverage, right? All those things go together in Forex. It's a little confusing at first because it's a lot, and especially if you never dealt with it, right? Lot sizes is, when you're MetaTrader 4, or if you're on a platform, what lot sizes do you want to go? So let's say what you want to make. You either want to make 10 cents a pip, $1 a pip, or $10 a pip, right? 0.01 is 10 cents. It looks like a penny, but it's really a dime, right? It's 10 cents a pip, right? So every time that pip moves, every time it moves, you either making a dime or you're losing a dime. Same thing with 0.1. 0.1 is $1 a pip, right? Every time that pip moves, you're making $1 or you're losing $1, right? The same thing if you do 0.5, it's $5 a pip. 0.3 is $3 a pip. Now, if you want to do a standard lot, when you want to MetaTrader 4, right, or any platform, you hit a 1, that's $10 a pip. But you gotta have a down payment to cover that. So Forex isn't gonna give you all the money. Then you gotta have at least $1,000 in there to play with a standard lot. Now, you can lose money quick and you can make money quick. That thing backs up or goes the other way, 4 pips, you just lost $40. $40 in a hole, especially if it hits the stop loss. Now, I don't know how many $40 losses that you can sustain, but I mean, you will lose, you will take some L's. So just stick with the minis and the micro lots. The micro lots is the 10 cent a pip. Now you can make a lot of money with 10 cent pips. I mean, you can turn it up to 0.5, you can make 50 cent pips, right? And you can make a lot of money, man, if you catch the right trades, because sometimes the trades be moving a lot of pips. And remember, you're not just trading one trade. If you stick with my strategy, you're twin trading and you're triple trading. You're going in there 3 times, so you're really doubling up and tripling up, right? And you're catching your profits on different levels, right? Boom, 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 on different numbers and different pips. We'll explain all that later, right? So basically, let's get back to the leverage. When you open your account, let's bring it back to the beginning. You're going to see 1 out of 200 or 1 out of 1,000. So if you're 1 out of 1,000, for every dollar you put in the market, you control $1,000 with that dollar. You put in $5, like you control $5,000. You put in $50, you control $50,000. You put in $100, you control $100,000. You put in $1,000, you're controlling over $1 million worth of inventory. You understand? That's at 1 to 1,000. You're controlling $1 million. Try to buy a house with $1 million. Try to buy $1 million house with $1,000 down payment. You won't be able to. You will have to put like 40 or 50% down, right? A couple $100,000 down instead of 1,000. Now you get to control that asset in your computer on your phone. You know what I mean? You don't gotta buy it, you don't gotta look at it, you don't gotta send no inspectors in, you don't gotta wait for no realtor, you don't gotta do no permits. Dude, that's yours. You control that asset. Now that's an asset, and you just control it for however long you want to control it. As long as long as you're in control, and you have to be in control in order for you to make money. Now it's easy for you to lose money too in this business, man. You can mess up, man. You can lose a lot of money in Forex too, man, if you ain't careful. You know what I mean? That thing will go the opposite way on you, man. And you can bust your head wide open, like, damn, what happened? Right? So make sure you pay attention to your lot sizes, right? And make sure you pay attention to your leverage, how much you're putting in. I mean, pay attention to your lot sizes when you're dealing with big leverages, because you can lose money fast too, because you could get greedy and you could be like, oh, I got this is a gimme, and you can put in 5 lots, 4 lots, 3 lots, you going for $30 a pip, and the thing reverses when it goes the other way, and you're losing $300 on the trade. You're like, damn. I mean, unless you got it like that. But if you're in this business, you're not in this business to give money to the markets. You're in this business to take money from the markets and put it in your pockets and give it to your kids. Christmas coming. Back to school's coming, Halloween, next year is coming. So you want to do this thing right, and you want to make as much money as you can. So look, stay focused. I got some tools for you. I got an edge for you to start winning. All right, you can win at this game as long as you stay focused and you keep studying and you promise yourself that you're gonna do this for 1 year. For 1 year, you're gonna focus. Stay with the micros and the minis. Don't even go to the high levels, right? And you don't even got to use 1 to 1,000. You don't even got to use 1,000, 1 to 1,000 leverage. Dude, I got some brokers for you, but you can use 1 to 2,000 leverage. Dude, it's sick, man. It's crazy, man. You can do so much stuff. But anyway, stay focused, and I definitely see you at the top of this business. This is trading, and you're only one trade away. All right, yo, let's catch these pips. I hope I explained what leverage is for you, right? When you first sign up, you're gonna get the leverage. You choose which leverage size you want, right? The margin is your down payment on that trade. So once you push that button, boom, that's your margin. You put a little piece of down payment. You don't got to use all your money to trade. You just put a piece of it, right? And you still got that leverage. Now you got the rest of your money to trade with. So you can have multiple positions in the market with just a little bit. Now, the software is not going to let you use all your margin, right? That's good. They stop you for a little bit. They let you chill. So just if you want to get a new position, just sell your old position. Take profit or take a loss, whichever one is more beneficial for you, and get a new position. It won't stop. I promise you. Forex is going to be here next year. All right, take your time. Stick with the minis and the micros. All right, and then once you get your game up, once you get about $25,000, then you can fuck with. Then you can play with the standards. All right. So look, my name is Raj, catching pips. You're only one trade away, baby. I see you at the top.